If you are under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you. Please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I'm here at the late last joining in to support my girl Tina, who's Tell Him Thank You. She has been doing a deck card challenge where she has taken a deck of jumbo cards and she has been making art from each one of those cards every single day for the last, today will be 52. I cannot believe that 52 days have gone by this quickly because I had planned on joining this challenge a long time ago. But Tina girl, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm supporting you. You have been on it, creating beautiful things every day. For those of you who want to join, there is a hashtag that I will have below. You have 2 days. This is Saturday. She still has Sunday and Monday because it's a 54-day challenge. So I'm here before the end. If you want to jump in before the end, get you a deck of cards. If you don't have a deck of cards, then cut you out a piece of 110-pound cardstock or chipboard and make it that size and create something to support our girl Tina. In front of you, there's a bunch of stuff I made for this little bitty card. I used for this little bitty card. And, you know, the card came about in a lot of different ways. So I'll kind of just show you what I used. So I used this tool, and if Melissa Mo's Creation is watching, this can also be actually an extension of Hobby Lobby clearance because a lot of the stuff I used was Hobby Lobby clearance stuff. Anyway, I used this tool, which was something I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I used just a tiny bit of that. I used the black gesso and a little bit of the clear gesso mixed media from Diane Wakely that I also got on one of the Hobby Lobby clearances. I got this from Spellbinders. It's Fun Stamper's Journey Silver and Gold Leaf Foils. It was at one of the Spellbinder sales, and I didn't have any silver. I had gold, but I didn't have silver, so I used some silver. I used this Bria Reese paste applicator, which was also a Hobby Lobby clearance item, and I used that with this. This is a Stickles glitter gel, and it is a thick gel, and you could use it like a paste, but I had never used this. I think I bought this last fall, and I wanted to finally try to use it. This I got, I don't even know how long ago. Well, the tag says April of 15, so I guess that was 6 years ago. Tuesday morning got this, and it was on clearance. So I've had this in my stash for a while, and I opened it up finally, and I used the silver one. This was a Hobby Lobby. Well, I'll do this one first to get it out of the way. This was a Hobby Lobby clearance that I got this round of clearance. So I got this last month, about a month and a half ago. If that long, maybe not even a month and a half ago. I think I got it, you know, a few weeks ago, actually, when they started doing the art stuff. But anyway, it's these mirror tiles, and I used a couple of those. This was a Hobby Lobby clearance item from last year, but it's Momenta stencils, and I use the Hello from this. But as you can see, there's different ones, and I'm really going to try to start using more and more stencils because I have collected some that I got on clearance. I also have gotten some in grab bags, so I'm going to start using them. This is something I got recently. I got a set of these from the weekend bundle sets that they do on the Tonic website. And this is shimmer powder. And so I had never used this, and I was like, let me try this. These I've had in my stash a while. They are black star sequins. You can't really tell. It just looks like a bunch of black in the bottle, but they are star flat sequins. And this, I believe, came from the Michael's Dollar bin a long time ago when it was $1.50 bin. These holographic star confetti or sequins also came from Hobby Lobby in the jewelry department, so I used some of those. And lastly, Tina, I found one. They had one jumbo playing card set when I went to the Dollar Tree I went to, so I got it. So although I've only made one card, I may do more in the future. But let me bring it in. And set it there. Well, you can't see it that way, but here is the card that I made. Now, excuse me, I'm not sure if I like the card. It's definitely different. So I kept adding some things to it to try and add texture. What I did was I took the card and I just used the black gesso all over it. I covered the whole thing back and front with the black gesso. So then I used that shimmer powder. You could hopefully see the blue shimmers in there. Can't tell if you could tell that. I can't see the camera well, but I used the shimmer powder and I just splattered some of it on in different places all over the card and just quickly sprayed it with water using like this little mister. And so that gave me some of the splatters of the blue. And the color kind of came about and thinking about, my dad had asked me, I recently let my dad have my car because his had been totaled and I really didn't want them to have to buy a new car. And I had two cars, of course, but I've been driving my husband's Durango, and so I let my father have my Juke, and the color of the Juke is called Sapphire, Black Sapphire, because he asked, he said, well, your mom said your car really isn't black. I said, no, it's not. It's called Black Sapphire. Well, then when I started pulling out stuff for this car, I saw that this powder, when I tested and looked at it, had some blue elements in it. And then this is black and it had blue and purple elements in it. And that's kind of how the paint finish is on the Juke. So that's how I kind of came up with the color combination. And then I had heard the song, one of my favorite songs from a long time ago by Gloria Estefan, is Coming Out of the Dark. And I just saw, I just thought about it. This is the midnight or Black Sapphire, which is kind of like a midnight blue kind of thing with blue accents. And then I thought Meteor, Galaxy, Dark, coming out, seeing the light. So the silver is the light in that whole scenario. Tina has this long, if you watch Tina's videos, she has some kind of thing that has been the inspiration for her cards. And so that's kind of how I came up with the inspiration. So it was a combination of those two. So here we have the galaxy kind of thing, darkness coming out of the dark, seeing the light, the silver being the light, the mirror being the light, and you can see yourself in the mirror. I've added a little bit of the tulle, and had I thought about it, I would have probably added the tulle, because really the first thing that I did after the gesso was I put on that sparkly gel, which is the hello, and that's how I used the stencil. Had I thought about it in hindsight, I probably would have covered the whole card in the tulle and then gessoed, or not gessoed, but put the hello on top of that and then started building. But that's okay. It's hard to see, but there's some of the netting here in this corner and then some of it down here. And I kind of folded it up a little bit here for a little bit of added texture. And then it already had some of the sparkles in it. So it is placed over there, and you can still see the blue sparks in between. Then I've just added some of the flakes. And then with the hello, it wasn't standing out enough for me. So I took that silver chalk pen and just chalked around the letters to add a little bit more interest. Added the two mirror tiles, and then put some of the black and the iridescent stars placed just randomly all over the card. All right, I rambled on. That's my card. This video is already 12 minutes long. Tina, you've done a wonderful job. Looking forward to the last few. Had to jump in and support you, girl. So everybody, thank you for watching, and you all have a great and a very blessed day. Bye-bye.